Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about gun control, and I am going to share with you how gun control is conducted in Russia and my thoughts about American gun control as someone who was born in Russia but lived for 20 years in the United States. So let me first share with you guys how gun control is done in almost every civilized country. It is very strict. In Europe, you cannot go and buy guns whatsoever. There is no gun stores. Even in Russia, which is not known for being, the most safest country in the world or whatever, you still cannot buy guns by just go. I haven't even seen a single gun store. I don't know, they're somewhere, but you need a permit, and they're just not everywhere. So the issue of gun control in the United States is not even an issue because it is only an issue in one country. I think even in nearby Mexico, and not to mention even Canada, you cannot go and buy guns and these mass shootings don't happen. So the reason why these things happen is not just because gun control, but since the subject of this video is gun control, that's all I am going to discuss. The people talk about the Second Amendment in the United States as the reason for having guns available. What else was written 300 years ago that's not really relevant anymore? Oh, I know, gallons, miles, and feet. Nobody uses that crap either, but yet the people in America hold on to it like it's the holy grail of measurements. Again, this argument is null because, well, what else was written? Maybe 500 years ago, people wrote that, you should, ward off witches once you go outside your house with a freaking broomstick. Okay, well, guess what? It doesn't mean for the rest of eternity you should stick to what was written in something. Think about a computer. A computer that was, top of the line 10 years ago is no longer top of the line, and it's like a piece of crap, but doesn't mean you need to keep using it. So the fact that you keep sticking to this constitution document is, times have passed. Whatever was relevant in 1776, that you have to carry a musket and ward off the British, is no longer a relevant thing. So that argument is completely null. But anyway, even after all of these shootings, nothing is ever done regarding gun control. So for me, before I left America, I realized that nothing will ever get done regarding gun control. That country just likes to have guns everywhere and all of the consequences that come with it. And I don't want to live in a society where if someone gets depressed or gets mad at someone, they can go and buy a freaking machine gun, like a fully automatic AR-15, and just blast everyone around them. That's just not acceptable to me, and it's not acceptable to a normal person. So the gun control laws are similar, I think, in Russia as they are in Europe. They're common sense, and that's why people rarely get the shootings that you get. Now, you get stabbings, and actually in Russia there were a couple of instances in schools where someone came in and did it, but they were rare, and I think, they're not getting worse. And I think that the society as a whole is kind of taking care of it and making sure that it's not going to happen again. And I feel like those instances were isolated. There's only one country in the world where these mass shootings happen daily, and like something like nobody even bats an eye on it. And that's America. Imagine how that type of thing affects American business, American reputation, and everything. Who wants to travel or work in a country where that happens? Nobody. It's the downfall of a civilization. And I also think that nothing will ever change, because it would have changed by now. Like a normal society, after a couple of these shootings would be like, "Chef, we don't want to do that anymore. We don't want to have those anymore," and they will change the gun laws. But nothing ever changes. It's like people enjoy it. You know, I don't know if they get like secret pleasure from doing it. I don't really know, but that's one of the things that perplexed me about that country for a long time. Same thing about, you know, the medical system and all that. There seems to be some kind of a enjoyment out of these insane types of things, where in any other country people look at it and think, dude, that's unacceptable. Americans are like, yes, you know, we're gonna have guns and we're gonna sell guns and we are gonna have the world watch in amazement at us. You know, it's like, I don't know if they like all the attention that comes with it, because everybody starts talking about it, and you know, there is this attention for, you know, attention for attention or something like that. They like all of the news, you know, every time it happens, it starts the same cycle, the thoughts and prayers, and we should do something about gun control, you know, and then I watch on like Fox News all this crap about school security guards and like ballistic windows and all that. Okay, like let me just put it out there that if to anyone watching from like Europe or whatever, this looks like a freaking circus gone insane, where there is a clear like solution on what to do, but yet nobody does it. So again, my video or no videos will ever change it, and frankly, there is a bit of like amazement element when it comes to watching all that. And I can tell you that as someone who lived in California, I lived in like South, I would call Southern California American South. I also lived in the North. I lived in Michigan, which was much, much better. But the American South, and including like California, I think, and Texas, is just so full of these assholes, right? And they just, like, it's unlivable, right? You can't live amongst them. Like, I'm not telling them what to do. I'm just commenting on how they, like, the last thing I would do is just freaking somehow like live there or have anything to do with it. But yet I respect that people in other countries want to live like they want to live, right? But people also have the freedom to move. So if anybody doesn't like it, they don't live there, right? And if anybody lives there, that must mean they like it or they accept it. Because if they don't accept it, they would have moved away. So that argument kind of settles it in the fact that people want to live that way. If anybody doesn't like it, they move. You will never change it. You will never, there will never be gun control laws. Guns will always be sold there. There will always be a Second Amendment. There will always be, like, nothing ever changes in America for the better or whatever, you know? So you either like it and you live there, or you don't like it and you don't live there. That's the thing. But it looks like a freaking, like the way they talk about schools, it's like, you know, when you have a problem, and you have a clear solution to the problem, but yet you ignore that solution, and then you start making up some other solutions to it, which are completely insane. Like, I don't know what kind of an example to give you. You know, like, okay, if your car is out of gas, right? Your car is out of gas. There's only one solution. There's not even a single other solution, just to put gas in it, right? But yet, let's say if somebody's car is out of gas and they start going, my car is out of gas, what can I do? And they start offering this, like, maybe I should walk around it 3 times. Maybe I should put a security guard next to the car. Maybe I should put bulletproof windows next to the car to prevent the car from not having gas. That's exactly what it looks like. There's only one solution to that, like, specifically, and that is stop selling AR-15s to anybody, but yet these things will continue. The same type of cycle will continue, and nothing will ever change, but that's basically it.